Hello everyone, my name is Lorthorn and welcome back to Potion Craft. Alright, so making Philosopher's Salt. What to do first? Looks like we have a long ride to get this done. Magic to rejuvenation, scroll up and around. We'll need one of each, so let's start there. Magic into rejuvenation. Now, I can just start from a magic potion. Do I want to go for a rejuvenation actually, or do I want to go at the end? Do I want to go down? I think I'm better at going down than I am at going up, especially from this point forwards. So, this is inspiration or hallucination, which is first. Inspiration, hallucination. Alright, inspiration, hallucination. Luck. That is quite the journey. Inspiration, hallucination, luck, rejuvenation. Right then. Sort of a little Cthulhu face we have to get up and around through. Swing up here. So let's look at wind options for us. Just one of these to start with. Ooh, that might be a little too much. We'll see. Yeah, it was a little too much, so I had to do a complete redirect. I was hoping to go more to the side. Really, should be thinking more of the portals. Not these portals, but just the conception of thinking with portals, you know? That one leads right there. None of these portals go anywhere exciting, that's the problem with them. They're also straightforward and rigid. And there's solitude. Solemnitude, I think? Actually not solitude. I think the word I'm looking for is solemnitude, which means unyielding. I could be completely wrong here, though. Solemnitude. Is that a word? Solemnitude.
Here are some pictures that match.
No, I don't want pictures. The state or qualification of being serious and dignified. A formal desire, rite, or ceremonial. And so from solemnity, we can solemn, so solemn like, stick up the butt, rigid. So yeah, it works. It works. Not quite in the way I thought though, but still, it's a reasonable statement in my mind. That is the quality content you pay to see, is it not? Top-notch quality content. Learning all these things. See, I know lots about the world. So you can come to me with all the questions you have and I'll have like, I don't know, not many answers, but I'm really good at looking things up. Research it's called. And if I myself can't figure it out, I know people who can. So, even then, just come on to me with your questions and I might give you a semi-accurate answer. If you're lucky. Might also just make up some random dribble to pretend to be clever. Although I've been trying not to do that more. It's not a good thing to do that. Just need to know things so then I can give truthful answers instead of having to make up answers for things I don't know. And also just admit that I don't know. I mean, I can make guesses. And a guess really isn't a lie. But unfortunately I say so much with such certainty that people believe me. I say guesses with certainty and then it's like, you're a liar. No, I was guessing. Such is and such will be though. And we all just have to work to improve and just to be a little bit better, don't you know? Just a little bit better. Okay, so that should lead me to about there. And then I believe another druid's rosemary. Not quite, actually. Definitely not a goblet. I'm running out of healer's hearth. Feel kind of bad even using them in the first place here. Well, that should transfer nicely into one of those. Don't break my heart. I couldn't take that. There we go. Made it out alive. Look at that. One level. Oh! Shoot! I didn't realize that could happen. Ha ha! Oh, that is funny. All the swirls around hallucination make it actually not easy, difficult to get on the edge. Easy to mess up, rather to say. It's so swirly around here. You get yourself into a real pickle, can't you? Right, real pickle. I still have to go get to luck now. Up through the top, I guess. Seems like a bit of a pain. Alright, whirlyweed. Take me where I need to go. To a place which nobody knows. One of those. Ought to do enough here. And then Kraken. Shroom. Alright. I wonder if I have enough potions to service the current customer. Let's see. No one's in. I guess late evening. Oh, they're adding a shelf update, which lets you display your prizes. That's what one of the things they're going to be adding to Potion Craft. I really like the idea. I'd love to display my proud achievement. Might make me make a whole bunch more of them. Probably not. It's rather an embarrassing thing to do, isn't it? Okay. Back to the dirt then. Back to the core of reality. Dirt. You know, what they say. A man who works with soil is a man with a strong connection to the earth. He's got dirt beneath his fingers. Now, you know, there is some sort of pun there you can make, while also being rather true. I think gardeners are pretty mentally solid people. Full disclosure, I've been a gardener myself. I actually do think that gardeners, in general, well, they can be a bit kooky, but people who work with dirt and the soil, they know what's up. They know what's up. They got a solid head on their shoulders, just working with the soil. You know, it's good for the soul. Don't mean to be all hippie-like or nothing. Just done be the truth of the matter. It's good, honest work, and you feel good about doing it. Take up gardening today. A message from Lorthorn. Or do alchemy. Honestly, I need to get some alchemy stuff. And by that I mean chemistry kits. I want to get a whole bunch of children's chemistry kits and see what I can do with them. Do a little bit of research on the chemicals I have and see just how safe children's chemistry kits actually are. Not the science kits. Science kits are rather lame because a lot of those times they do physics experiments, so it's like an implementation of physics and doing a quick leverage experiment or gravity or even sometimes magnets, which, while cool in their own right, don't have the potential to go really, really poorly. And my main fascination with chemistry is making chemicals go boom or fizz or change colors. All the dangerous stuff you really shouldn't be doing with chemistry. Oh, well, you should do chemistry for a living then. Well, no, being a chemist is not my cup of tea because they have to be safe. And while I do practice the utmost safety that I can with the equipment given, it's still they have to have all these regulations and rules, which I'm just not interested in. You can be a bit like the chemistry YouTubers, I suppose, but even then those guys are absurdly safe. Although they do some very dangerous stuff, come to think of it. Some of them actually do downright stupid things. See, it's not that I want to do danger for danger's sake. It's just the danger stuff is quite often the most interesting and most rewarding. And you have to know what the danger is. That's the other thing. You just like, oh, I'm going to do this, and you actually have no idea what the real danger is. Then you get in trouble. Like my whole alchemy I did in real life with chlorine reacting to sodas. I was creating, I mean, lots of chemists would probably get mad at me for doing it and posting it on YouTube to a certain extent. I was creating chlorine gas. The simplest explanation. And I created a pipe bomb by accident. I sort of knew I was making a pipe bomb, but it didn't really completely click in my head. That I was like, oh yeah, that's how you make a pipe bomb. Right. But it was good fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed doing that, and I didn't get hurt, and next time I'll take more precautions as to completely avoid those risks. As I don't want to be the person known as was trying to get some cool, sick, wicked footage for his YouTube channel and blew themselves to smithereens. That's not the person you want to be. I mean, maybe it is, and then you've got a very interesting life, I'd say. Very, very interesting life. Huh. That would be a magic potion. Yes. I'm going to start putting all of these over here, I think. So, we'll just get these potions up and out of the way so I can store these new ones over here. Alright. So that one goes into there. And we did it right. Oh, that is brilliant. We still have 2 necromancy potions to pull off, though, which, sheesh. What a harsh potion. What a harsh potion to get to. This salt seems expensive. I don't even know what the Philosopher's Salt will do. And it also costs my Philosopher's Stone. And that's expensive. Alright then. Oh, the Merchant Man. You got some overpriced fire gems. Okay. You do have Druid's Rosemary, though, which I appreciate. It's a deal. Oh, hello. Power of Lightning. Pop Shroom. Oh, you want poop shroom in it. Okay. Potion made from them. Lightning and poop shroom. Okay. That is definitely new to me. Right then. Well, luckily I have several of the stools in question. So I can make it, what, more than 50% for you? There you go. Odd man. Potion chilling. Drinks. Cold. There you go. Good old bottle of chilled drink. Frost protection. Okay, there you go. And inspiration. Huh. There you go. As much as I shudder to give that to you. Hello, how's it going? Okay, I suppose I will be taking several handfuls of various different things from you this day, fine lady. Several handfuls indeed. Some various ingredients. This is actually a little bit expensive. Wow, I did that almost without paying attention. Sleep potion. Sleeping potion. There you go, madam. Small. Amount. Potion strong. A strong potion of strength. There you go. Poisoning rats. Rat poison. It is. Fine small bile. Any Clima's house don't add more than 2 kinds of ingredients. No can do, governor. My light potions rely on 3 ingredients, I'm afraid. Well, you can always leave. Fly to someone's balcony. Is that Eve? That seems romantic to me. That's romantic. Okay. It's romantic to fly up to someone else's balcony. There. How's it? No! She's not evil! She's going up to their balcony. And she's just like a forbidden love. She's going to smoochy them. There's nothing suspicious about it. Don't make romance evil. Then the bad guys win. Magic. Alright. Magic into magic, acid, poison, lightning, fire. Magic, poison, lightning, fire, acid. Lightning, fire, acid. What a potion. What a potion. Where's the lightning protection? It is down there. Fire. So fire to there, to there, to there. Okay. Yes. Fire to there, to there, to there. Alright then. Fire to there, to there, to there. What a potion. What a banger. What a cracker pot. What a brew. Hey, it's what you get when you brew something strong, you know, brewski with the boys. Oh yes. Definitely gone on one of those before, haven't I? Or had one of those? I don't know. Evidently you can tell by my misunderstanding of the statement that I've never done such a thing. Never had a brewski with the boys. For I am not hip, cool, and with it. I'm one of those people who pretends to be hip and cool with it, but I don't even really pretend. I pretend to pretend. That's far more accurate a statement. Pretend to pretend. A pretense on pretending. That'll be my biography's name. It's not actually bad for a biography. A pretense on pretending. Bestseller. It will be. Absolute bestseller. I mean, is that what everyone wants? A best-selling biography? Not really, actually, come to think of it. Seems like a bit of a weird thing. Although you could look at it, if you want a best-selling biography simply by the fact that your life was so amazing and awesome that it is required for a best-selling biography to be about your life. Because you had the coolest life ever. And thus there, a silly statement becomes one of wisdom. I love my job. Philosophy out of nowhere, spontaneously combusting from the ether. If a completely, absolutely silly statement turns out to be far wiser than anyone would have thought in the first place for it to ever be. What an interesting thought, though, actually. Your goal really should be to have a best-selling biography. I mean, unfortunately, a best-selling biography can come from a miserable life, or someone publishing your diary after you're dead. Also, a diary, a biography, or is it a diary about the state of affairs of which happened in your life? That is curious, is it not? That is definitely curious. Yes, because a good biography, a best-selling biography, can come from a life of misery. in which you survived. And while some might say that there is a measure of adventure to such a thing, it still comes from the very nature of having a rather terrifying life. Now, Audible seems to think that the default setting should be quieter than I would like for recording, so you may have just noticed my voice got considerably louder. Which is an apology on my part that I should really just be checking this every single time. I can't trust this software, not anymore. It likes to reset far too often on me to be reasonable. There we go. Customers? Nope. Picking plants? Nope. Okay. Jolly good. This is by far the most complex potion I've come across. I will say that in a word or two. Very complex indeed. This next one will be very much the same path, but without poison in it. Okay. Right then. Continue from here. This one still has the fire, still has the lightning, but then it has stone instead. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright then. I think one of these will do quite nicely for traversing the strangeness and twirliness of the world, wherein which lies the path of our lives. Before us, open delight to be taken. Okay. Hey, look, there's my cursor. And a little curve around here. And then we can... I don't like using these, as I find them expensive ingredient to part with. Although, really, I just need to find an opportunity to buy more at a reasonable price. Oh my gosh, a reasonably priced car. Now that's a segment of the show that fell away quickly. That man just had no charisma. And while his tips were probably good for the brief moment that they were in, they're completely worthless in the rest of the show, all things considered. Yes, now I can see why they got a new presenter besides him, not only because of the lack of his charisma, but also because of just how interesting he was. James May was a much better choice than him. And although he might be an OG, I just enjoyed James May a lot more than old what's-his-face, I can't remember. And yes, I'm talking about Grand Tour. It is weird. I wonder if it's a process of just... manly men doing manly thing. No, I do wonder if it's a process of... Well, it wouldn't be aging, would it? Because young people can quite appreciate cars as well. But I started watching Grand Tour, and even a little bit before Grand Tour, I had an inkling that I was liking cars a lot more than I used to, because I always used to think of cars as a rather silly thing, don't you know? It's like, oh, why are people so interested in cars? But now I've found I do enjoy driving them, and I do have a much broader interest in cars in general. That has come along now that I've gotten older. This interest definitely did not exist before in my life. It is a queer thing indeed, that suddenly cars became interesting to me. I mean, cars can be cool, don't get me wrong, but even like slightly bad cars are, oh, that's interesting, because I've always been interested in cool cars or interesting cars, but it's like the thought of driving it, the various different things. Oh, that's a rubbish car, that's a really good car. That is a major screw up that I got completely distracted by my own ineptitude. Oh, that does hurt, that hurts a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A meandering wanderer through thought, and suddenly all is lost. Well, that puts a damper in the thinking, doesn't it? Alright, damping, scalding truffle wat. I think I can get away from continuing the proof from here, though. Funnily enough. I still need to go up and get to that fire, but it will do. It will do. honestly, I think that's the best option to go with, even if it's a little bit pricey. Okay. What a state to be in, isn't it? I can't complain too much, though. Life is lovely at the moment. It only gets better, it seems. That's something that people I don't actually understand is everything was better when I was younger. And maybe I have to get yet older. But so far, life it's had its ups and downs. That's for certain. From a perspective of myself, definitely when I was younger, you could say life has gotten worse in many ways. But me as a person, as a whole, and the development of my mental position, life has only gotten better. I'm slowly going to keep on getting better, really. As far as I can tell. I don't know, something terrible could happen. But terrible things have always happened. Terrible things are happening right now. Especially personally. Happening for quite a while. All things considered. However, life is still pretty good. All things considered. And I know it will get better from here. Maybe eventually it will get worse, and this starry-eyed period of my existence shall be a crackling flash in the pan that I'll bitterly remember as such naivety. However, I don't really think I'm the sort to do that, to be perfectly honest. It is not my wont or way to be such a miserable goat. As much as I pretend to be an old man, I really am not, at all, in any function or way, a geriatric. And honestly, I think I should stop pretending as such. It is really off-putting mentally to me now in this moment. And of course, it takes a while for you to directly change your personality unless you've had a traumatic or effective change. All the same, though, pretending to be geriatric is not something I wish to do anymore. And no one really enjoys it anyways besides me in the first place, and I don't see the enjoyment of it. Interesting that. The things we never consider until we consider them. False wisdom. A lightning potion next, I reckon. Vision after the lightning, I believe, is where we're going. Yes, vision after lightning. Is it frost? It is frost. Oh, what a lovely little trip we will take then. A little stir. And then some twists and turns, a path to go on. Something like that, I'd reckon. And I don't think I can get away with another one just yet. There we go. And then that will get us in there. Especially with a little bit of tweaking along the way. There we go. Yes, there we go. That's it. That is perfect. Okay. Spellbloom, where are you at? Witch. That's what I meant. That's not all but him. Witch's cap. Alright, sight. And now I need to get out. Out and away, but carefully. Dirt. Dirt will do. Dirt will do nicely. Ha. Careful now. Careful now. There we go. That's it. And now a drop. A drop from grace. More dirt. More dirt is needed. Ha! There we have it. And that's frost. That is frost. And now to the earth shield. We stir down and we dilute. Maybe a little too much. Oh, we'll see. go once and through. And then down a little bit, but we're not looking for strength. No, 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 my friend. We are not looking for strength. Not now. I wonder how well this will work. Guess we'll find out. Alright. Not well at all. Oh. What an awkward game. It will get somewhere, not perfect. Not as bad, actually, as it could have been. Not nearly as bad as it could have been. And the Magma Morel will make it an interesting little trip, won't it? Into Shield, and from the Shield, where do we wish to go? We wish to go to Explosion. How exciting. Everyone likes a good bang, boom, bam, don't they? A little crack, a pop, something to make it exciting, something to make it worthwhile. And yes, worthwhile. Worthwhile has its own interesting, unique properties and positions to it, but worthwhile is something else completely different and utterly silly as a statement, which I like. Okay. Wind. I was thinking about the Sherlock Holmes show. I've been watching Sherlock again. I guess it's called Sherlock, not Sherlock Holmes. And one of the biggest appeals to it is it makes you feel clever by proxy, because you slightly get to see the way he thinks. It's a very funny show in that matter, isn't it? But in some ways, it's actually rather terrible at being a detective show. That's my thoughts on the matter, anyways. It's the exact mysteries that are given, but you can't follow along and solve the mysteries with them. It's always the details that Sherlock knows. Whereas I think a good detective story doesn't have, oh, you didn't notice this hidden bit of information, which they very much do in the Sherlock show. The detective novels, if you're actually solving them yourself, gives you all the information needed. Where it's kind of hard to do that, though, with a detective show without them saying the clues outright every single time, and then you put them together yourself. Scooby-Doo does that a bit too, actually. It's like, oh, this is the reason why they did all this, and they make you think it's one person, then it's actually the other, for reasons they don't really show. Huh. Ugh. Very odd. Very odd. Because I quite enjoy Scooby-Doo as well. And it's also, in my opinion, a terrible detective show. But maybe they aren't actually detective shows, and that's the thing. That's the trick, isn't it? They aren't. Or they're detective shows. They're not mystery shows. That's the goat that you blow up. That's the goat. It's not that the goat needs slowing, it needs that you blow it up. They are detective shows, not mystery shows. So, it is completely different than what you expect. Oh, that is brilliant. Very much so brilliant. Tangleweed, lots of it. Anti-venom. Continue brewing from here. Already expensive. I believe 4 tangleweed will be sufficient for your anti-venom. There you go, madam. I need a potion. Protect me from bandit snides. Mushroom. No more than 2 types ingredient. It actually does have mushroom in it. Already. But I don't know if I can do the exact specifics that you want of it. Irritating? Yes. Definitely irritating. Well then, at least I can service this customer. He won't complain about my lack of good ingredients. Alright, those are the ones I've really been noticing I'm missing, so I'll be happy with those in my possession. It's a deal, good sir. Less clumsy. Less clumsy. You're not asking for extra effects, so I'll hold on to that one for now. Alright. Fertilizer in your garden. Have you, yes, fertilizer in your garden. Here you go. And shrink up, no, smaller. Nose smaller, nose smaller. There you go. And spy your neighbor. One type of ingredient. That seems really difficult to make. I don't know if I could manage that. Because what you're asking for is a vision potion, I believe. A vision potion using only one... Well, maybe if I use an absolutely ludicrous amount of these, I can manage it. Let's see. So already I have to go to about there. Oh, they always curve up though. See, that's the problem. They have this constant little curve to them. So that's just not going to work now, is it? And the Thunder Shroom won't work. That definitely won't do. The Shadow Candelabra? Maybe? Maybe I can get that to work. I need something that moves sort of in complicated ways. Why could a whole bunch of these work? Because when we get to there, no, not really. Well, maybe, actually. If we pull it back to there in the relative... Oh, but still, see, they just... No, it doesn't work. One ingredient. Influence of water. One ingredient. And only one. To lead to improvement of eyesight. Of all the silly things to ask for. Maybe even one of the swirlies won't do it because they're so chaotic in how they proceed. Definitely not any of those. I don't know if your potion is possible. It might be, but it seems devilishly difficult. I've wasted quite a few ingredients on, so get the Everliving out of my shop. I suppose I should get a hallucination potion down set and set in point. We'll do that next time. So, thank you very much for watching this time. And I'll catch you all in the next time. So until that time, goodbye.